Over 200 young prisoners executed in DR Congo. This isn't a dystopian novel. This is real life in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Stay with me as we uncover the horrifying truth behind the mass executions of young prisoners in DR Congo and explore the political, social, and historical forces driving this tragedy. Imagine being a young prisoner, already condemned to the grim realities of incarceration. Now, imagine facing a fate even worse, execution without trial, justice, or mercy. A nation grappling with a broken justice system, political manipulation, and decades of conflict. But today, we dive even deeper. How do these atrocities fit into the larger picture of systemic corruption, international complicity, and the relentless struggle for human rights? One of the biggest drivers of injustice in DR Congo is corruption. It's an open secret that public officials, those who are supposed to uphold the law, are often the ones breaking it. Bribes influence every level of the justice system, from police officers to prison wardens to judges. And it doesn't stop there. DR Congo's vast mineral wealth is both a blessing and a curse. Mining companies, both domestic and international, pump billions of dollars out of the country, but little of it reaches the people. Instead, this wealth fuels a corrupt elite who use it to maintain power while ignoring the suffering of ordinary citizens. This latest tragedy, the mass execution of young prisoners, is not an isolated event. It's part of a broader cycle of systemic failures and political exploitation. Reports from human rights organizations suggest that dozens, perhaps hundreds, of young prisoners have been executed in recent months. The details are harrowing: summary executions, overcrowded prison conditions, and allegations of state involvement. So, how did we get here? To understand the crisis, we must first look at the Congolese justice system, or lack thereof. DR Congo's prisons are infamous for their horrific conditions: extreme overcrowding, malnutrition, and disease. But this isn't just about poor infrastructure. It's about systemic corruption. Judges are often bribed, trials are delayed indefinitely, and for many young prisoners, their incarceration begins with unlawful arrests, sometimes for minor offenses like theft or simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. These young people become scapegoats, caught in a system that prioritizes power over justice. But why the executions? Why now? Experts point to a chilling possibility: political manipulation. In a nation plagued by conflict, the government faces immense pressure to project strength. These mass executions could be a brutal display of power aimed at silencing dissent and instilling fear. It's not just about internal politics. DR Congo is under international scrutiny, especially for its human rights record. These executions might also serve as a distraction from other scandals, such as corruption in the mining sector or ongoing rebel insurgencies. Behind the numbers are real people. Take the story of Jean-Pierre, a 19-year-old accused of theft without evidence. He was dragged from his cell and executed without a trial. His family is left devastated, seeking justice in a system that seems designed to deny it. Jean-Pierre's story is just one of many. These young prisoners are not criminals. They are victims of a system that has failed them at every turn. To truly understand these executions, we need to step back and look at DR Congo's broader struggles. The country has been mired in conflict for decades, with armed groups vying for control